like almost basically something to play.
That's what he chose.
Sally, you told me that was fine.
Okay, so welcome everyone to Murder at Haversham Manor, which is the show we're doing next. Okay. Alright, so I need to say some things before the show begins, and then Chris is also going to say some things before the show begins. It's just like, you know, without any further ado, and then there's like 20 whole minutes of things after that. Okay, so the first thing I need to say is it's illegal to take pictures or videos of the show, and I always respect copyright law, always. So you shouldn't be breaking any of those laws by taking pictures of the show. Also, Ty, make sure the camera's turned on.
It is on.
And also, there's the dog that's missing. We need to find it before Act 2. And there are the Wham CDs. We already found 2 of the Wham CDs. Make It Big and Music from the Edge of Heaven. We're still missing the first Wham CD though. Fantastic. So if anyone finds the Wham CD, I will actually give you $1 for real. All right. I think that's it. So enjoy the show, everyone. Alright, that was a pretty good speech, I gotta say. Andy really needs to get off the stage though, so Chris can do his speech. And that dog like needs to be found. That's pretty important. So we got it. Sorry, Chris.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Cornley Drama Society's presentation of the Murder at Haversham Manor. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chris, and I am the director of the show, and I welcome you to what will be my directorial debut. A few notes quickly. Oh, firstly, I would like to apologize to those of you affected by our little box office mix-up this afternoon. I'm sure the 117 of you affected will enjoy our little murder mystery just as much as you would have enjoyed Hamilton. This project is made possible with funds from the statewide Community Re-Grants Program, a program of the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of the Governor and the New York State Legislature and administered in Columbia County by Create Council on the Arts, whatever that means. We are particularly excited to present this play because for the first time in the Society's history, we've managed to find a play that fits the number of Society members perfectly. We have struggled with a lack of participation in past shows, such as Chekhov's Two Sisters, last winter's The Lion and the Wardrobe, and this past summer's musical, Cat. Of course, this will be the first time that the Society has done a show of this scale, and we are absolutely thrilled. We've also had budgetary issues in the past which have limited our scope. Please, I encourage you to buy memberships at the front as they help finance productions such as this, so thank you. So we have had these sort of budgetary constraints, such as last year we put on Roald Dahl's classic, James and the Peach, except the peach went off about halfway through, so we presented a hastily devised James, where'd you teach? Anyway, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our main event. So please put your hands together. Thank you. For Susie H.K. Bridwell's thrilling whodunit, The Murder at Haversham Manor.
Charlie, are you there? We're all waiting downstairs to raise a glass to your engagement. Charlie! Charlie, you've been up here for hours. I didn't know any better. I'd say you were getting cold feet for your wedding. Charlie! Hang it all. Charlie, you're not coming out, we're coming in. And who's locked the door? Perkins, hand me those keys.
There we are, Mrs. Pellimore.
Thank you, Perkins. Now let's get this door open. We're coming in, Charlie. We're coming in, Charlie. There, we're in. Well, what's this? Charles, unconscious.
Asleep, surely, Mr. Pellimore.
Damn it, Perkins, I hope so.
I'll take his pulse.
Last, I knew something was wrong. It's unlike Charles to just take off like that.
Sir, he's dead.
Damn it. Damn it, Perkins, he can't be. He's my oldest friend.
He's not breathing, sir, and there's no hint of a heartbeat.
Well, I'm dumbfounded. He was right as rain about an hour or so ago.
He can't be dead. He was been fit as a fiddle. This doesn't make sense.
Of course it makes sense. He was murdered. Good God, where's Florence?
She's in the dining room, sir. Shall I fetch her?
At once and quickly.
She's bound to have one of her hysterical episodes.
Damn it, gather everyone in here. Charles Haversham murdered. What a horror.
Lounge to dining room. Cecil, Miss Pellimore, come to Charles's private rooms at once. Charles Haversham has been murdered.
Murder, Perkins? Perhaps suicide.
Suicide? Impossible, Mr. Haversham. He was young, rich, soon to be married. Why on earth would he commit suicide?
Why on earth would anyone want to murder him? He was such a gentle fellow.
Generous, kind, a true... philanthropist. He didn't have an enemy in his life.
Until today, it seems.
Shall I telephone the police, sir?
The police? Nah. It'll take him days to get here in this snowstorm. No, I'll call Inspector Carter. He lives just on the other side of the village. He'll be here in no time. Hand me the phone, Perkins. Thank you, Perkins. Good evening. Inspector Carter, please. I don't care what time it is. I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone has murdered Charles Haversham. That's right. That's right.
Sound effect error on your report.
Thank you. He's on his way.
Inspector Carter?
Yes, they say he's the best damn inspector on the force. He'll crack this case and
Very good, sir. And what shall I do?
lock every door. Not a soul gets out of Haversham Manor until the killer is found. Good God. Charles Haversham, murdered at his own engagement party. Good God! Charles Haversham, murdered at his own engagement party. What a grim, grim night. Florence!
Charlie, no! I can't believe what I'm seeing. My God, he looks so frail lying there. His skin is cold to the touch.
You mustn't touch him, Florence.
I must.
You mustn't.
You controlling brute, unhand me. How could you do such a party. Cecil, quick, your brother's dead.
This way, Mr. Collymore.
I'm coming. Miss Collymore.
Get out, you idiots! You get in here!
My brother? Dead? It can't be.
Calm down, Cecil. Perkins, pour this man a stiff drink.
Yes, sir. Travis Captain Scott, whiskey in the upstairs cabinet.
You know, my brother had the finest collection of scotch in all the county.
Don't you think I know that, Cecil? I'm his best friend.
Well, he was my brother.
Charles Berger.
My fiance dead. I can't bear
Did not leave my sight this evening, Florence. Such a grim sight. Look at the line there. Dead.
Sir, he's drunk the whole thing. There's not a drop left.
Hang it all. There's another one in the cabinet. I said, hey!
Not a drop left.
Hang it all. There's another one in the cabinet.
Oh. Of course, you're right, sir. This one's full.
This is horrifying. Charles Havisham. Who would have a motivation to kill him?
it. I can't imagine.
My brother murdered his own home. This is unthinkable.
This is all more than my nerves can take. I simply can't stand it. Thomas, I think I'm becoming hysterical.
Calm down, Florence. You're having another one of your episodes. Here, have one of your pills.
Oh, Florence, this is unbearable. Thomas, I feel I shall pass out.
Calm down, Cecil. Perkins, pour this man a stiff drink.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's to a good brother. That's the best whiskey I've ever tasted.
Have another to counter this?
Make it a double.
Oh, my Charles, my head is spinning.
Calm down, Florence. There. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
This is terrible. I'm just a week after our engagement.
You'll move back home with me, Florence. I'm your brother. I'll have it no other way.
Another, sir?
Yes.
I can't believe he was sat up here by himself drinking. And he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
Yes.
Mine. My brother wasn't as happy as people would like to believe. Behind that cheery mask lay a darker side to a man that Nick didn't know about.
It's true. Charles's smile was often merely a facade. I was one of the few people fortunate enough that he truly confided in. Damn it all, I've lost a good friend today.
We all have, Perkins. I've known Charles ever since school.
I don't know how I'll ever recover from this.
Like I said, you'll move back home with me, Florence. I'm your brother. I'll have it no other way.
Perkins is right. My brother was hiding a deep sense of melancholy and resentment, and I can prove it. Perkins, hand me his journals. There are the miracle piece. Thank you, Perkins. See, look at dated just last night. Tonight at our engagement party, despair engulfs my soul. I fear Thomas does not love me.
But I love Charles with all my heart.
As I said, driven mad, paranoia, and jealousy.
What's that?
The inspector!
Thank heavens he's here.
Good God, what a terrible snowstorm. Good evening. I'm Inspector Carter, here to take my case.
Yes, Inspector.
So this is Charles Havisham. I'm sorry. Must have given you all a damn shock.
It did. We're all still reeling.
Of everyone assembled here, are any of you immediate family?
I'm Cecil Haversham. I'm his brother.
I'm Florence Collymore. His fiance. Tonight was our engagement party.
Now, is everyone assembled here in this room?
Yes, everyone except for the gardener, Arthur. He and Winston left hours ago for the weekend.
Winston?
His guard dog.
Very well. Perkins, I see you poured everyone a stiff drink.
Yes, Inspector.
Well, here's to a man we all love, Sir Charles.
Charles!
Delicious!
Excellent.
That's a damn fine bottle, Perkins. What's the vintage?
Flammable and corrosive, sir.
Listen, if I'm going to get to the bottom of this ghastly business, then I need to begin my inquiries immediately. Gentlemen, if you could take the body and bring it up to the study, please, so I can examine it. And Perkins, if you would also lock all the doors in the house. I don't want anyone to leave.
Yes, Inspector.
I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
Any ideas for the cause of death, Inspector?
Oh, before I examine the body, I shouldn't like to say suffocation, strangulation, poison.
Poison, Inspector? Surely not.
Oh, try not to think about it, Miss Collymore. You know, once I've gotten the body upstairs, I will be able to examine it and I'll have a better idea of what might have killed him.
Thank you, Inspector. One more thing there.
Very well. I shall return after I'm done examining the body.
Well, God gave all gone? Well,
All gone.
well, yeah, they God gave all gone. Well, thank God they've all gone.
Good Lord, Perkins, this body weighs a ton.
So this is Charles's study. Set the body down there, gentlemen.
Such a tragedy for a man to die just 3 months before he is to be married.
Just look at him lying there.
This is most Morris.
Morose indeed.
Professor, we must tread carefully. It would be easy for us to become implicated in Charles's death. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
So what? We're having an affair. It doesn't mean... It doesn't mean we killed him.
Of course not, but that's what the inspector will think.
It's fine. We'll just carry on as if everything is just as it was. So now you won't be forced to marry my beastly brother.
And soon we can be together and not keep secrets.
Soon, my love. But first, I must ask you one question.
It's so strange to think of Charles as being dead. He was such an influence on all our lives.
It's as if he's alive in the room here with us.
His stillness unnerves me.
I understand, gentlemen. Seeing a cadaver for the first time can be unsettling. Check his pockets, Thomas.
Inspector?
And Perkins, why don't you dust the body for fingerprints?
Yes, Inspector.
Hello?
Now dust the body for fingerprints.
Yes, Inspector.
What was that?
Sir.
I swear, I just saw him breathing.
Breathing, sir!
Don't be ridiculous, this man is dead.
Florence, we bring you down to become my wife. Florence, Charles is gone. You never come between us again. Florence!
now that we've finished examining the body, you can take it down to the servants' quarters where the coroner can pick it up in the morning. Perkins, make sure all the doors of the house are locked.
Yes, Inspector.
And Collymore, if you could find me a pencil and notebook from downstairs, please.
Naturally. After you, Charles.
Oh, Cecil, I can't resist you. I shall marry you.
Come into my
I
arms.
shall.
Kiss me.
Oh,
I
Cecil.
need to get the inspector's pencil. What on earth is going on in here?
I felt flustered. Cecil was cooling my brow.
I need to get the inspector's pencil. Inspector's pencil. I have the inspector's pencil. I'll be on my way.
Well, thank God to hold on.
Cecil, kiss me 1,000 times. I'm yours.
Pardon the interruption, Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham. I've come to collect the keys to lock us all inside. Keys. Keys. I shall lock us all inside at once.
You don't think Perkins expects us, do you?
That old fool? Of course not.
Oh, enough words. Take me.
I forgot the inspector's notebook. What in God's name?
I was about to faint. Cecil called.
I haven't time for this. I'm looking for the inspector's notebook. His notebook. Well, I have the inspector's notebook. I'll be on my way.
Damn these blasted interruptions.
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer. Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer.
Pardon the interruption again. Miss Collymore, Mr. Havisham, I've come to prepare the room.
Thank you, Perkins. Just set them down in the next
Yes, sir.
That's some good work, Perkins. Thank you. At last, we're alone.
Cecil, let's run away. Far away. Together.
Soon, my love, but we mustn't arouse suspicion.
Cecil, tell me. Who do you think killed Charles?
I have no doubt in my mind that your murder, Thomas Collymore.
My brother a murderer and Charles dead? What a devil of a situation this is. Not so fast, Inspector.
No! Not even close. Later.
Just wait.
Later. Get out.
What if it was Thomas? What if our affair is discovered?
I have no doubt in my mind he'll try and kill us too, just like he did Charles.
Oh, I feel faint again.
It'll be fine. Just follow my lead.
Sorry to have kept you. Sorry to have kept you. But I have finished examining the body and I can now begin my inquiries. Dennis, please bring in Charles Haversham's personal effects.
Right away, sir.
Well, up to it, Perkins.
Where would you like them, sir?
Set them on the mantel piece.
As you wish, Inspector.
a few questions for you. Ms. Collingmore, Mr. Haversham, if you would give us a moment's privacy.
Naturally.
Don't just stand there, Perkins. Do sit.
Thank you, sir. May I?
Of course. How are you feeling, Perkins?
A bit shaken, sir, to be honest. But I'll be fine.
I mean, I'm looking at your demeanor right now, Perkins. I mean, overall, you don't seem too terribly upset.
Well,
I'm good. Inspector, we require coal in the library. More barbecue. Of course they didn't notice. I improvised.
barely. Charles was such a kind and charming man.
It's true.
You met him?
I did. He was a consultant on a police case I was working on.
I see.
So how long have you worked at Haversham Manor?
80
80 years.
8.
8.
8 years.
And have you enjoyed your time working here?
My time with Mr. Haversham has been nothing but a joy. I feel since I've come here to work with him, he's treated me not only as a butler, but as a friend and a confidant. There's nothing else, Inspector. I'll be in my quarters. Exits. Exits.
Thank you, Perkins. If you would be so kind to send in Sandra Collymore, Miss Florence Collymore.
You don't need an art here. Don't ask too much of me, Inspector. I feel fragile to glass.
Thomas.
Damn it, Dennis!
Did you find my pencil?
Yes, Inspector.
And my notebook? Thank you, Thomas. I knew I'd left them somewhere. Can you please give me and your sister some privacy? I'm about to ask you some questions.
Yes, Inspector. Of course, I'll be in the library. Dennis! Get out of the way!
Now, Ms. Collymore, not to worry. My questions will be brief and to the point, and then you can get some rest. First, how old are you?
21.
I'll make a note of that. And when were you and your fiancé to be married?
In the New Year's.
Very good. And when did you and your fiancé first meet?
Only 7 months ago, but my brother has known him since school. He introduced us at a local gala, and it was love at first sight. I knew from the very first moment I saw him that he was the man I wished to marry.
It appears I've run out of pictures.
When you love someone, there's no such thing as passion, Inspector.
Do you feel that you were rushing into this marriage?
Why wouldn't I love him?
Well, did you love him then?
How could anyone have benefited?
Well, who do you feel could have benefited from your fiancé's demise?
Cecil?
Not even Cecil?
I wasn't having an affair. Don't raise your voice at me, Inspector.
You were having an affair!
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down, Mrs. Collymore. Ooh.
But where did you find it?
A letter written in your own hand declaring your love for Cecil and saying how you despise Charles.
Charles read it.
Well, where did you find it? I'll tell you where I found it. In Charles's pocket.
I'm sorry about her, Inspector. She's really badly shaken. We all are. It's been quite the night. It's getting really late.
Yes, nearly 11 o'clock.
Well, do you have any questions for me, Inspector?
I do, similar to the ones I asked Miss Collymore.
Well, fire away, Inspector. I'm at your service.
Now tell me, you and your brother, did you get along?
Up and down. There's nothing more strain on our relationship when Father dies.
You know, father, yes. And this is your father in this portrait, is it not?
It is.
Or quite a striking resemblance to Charles, didn't he?
Ever since he was quite young, yes.
And you were 4 years his junior?
Almost foreign, didn't I know it? Charles patronized and embarrassed me about my entire childhood. He always thought he knew best, and if he ever did get his way, he was unbearable.
Sounds like far from the ideal brother. In fact, it sounds like you hated one another.
I won't lie, Inspector. Charles and I never truly saw eye to eye, but if you're suggesting I had something to do with this murder, then you're mistaken.
It's a dark night, Cecil.
Inspector!
You can barely make out the trees.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that it would have been the perfect night for you to murder your brother. And yet you were having an affair with his fiancée! A letter written by Florence addressed to you declaring her love for you.
You know about that?
I do, as did Charles.
Well, bravo, Inspector. You found out about Florence tonight, but it proves nothing. Inspector, Florence and I have nothing to do with Charles' murder, but Thomas Collymore does. Oh, Inspector, he's a dangerously unhinged man and Florence's sister. I've said it once before, I've said it once again. Couldn't stand the idea of giving guns to any man, let alone old school chump. Someone together this night, stabbed and killed Charles. There it is.
Thomas Collymore, I must pursue more than one line of inquiry if I'm to get to the bottom of this case.
Anything to help the process your investigation.
Oh, Charles, who could have killed you? Seems like everyone under this damn roof is guilty. It's queer. What's this? This blanket, a ledger. What? What? This isn't an interactive show. You're just supposed to watch. What are you talking about? What? This isn't television. I can see you as well. Ah, a ledger. Engraved with Charles's initials. You see notes, invoices. What's this? A newly amended will and testament dated only today. I, Charles Haversham, do hereby bequeath my monies, possessions, and Haversham Manor to one. Good Lord.
Inspector, Thomas Collymore for you.
Ah, yes, Thomas. I do wish to speak with you, but some new evidence has come to light. I need to go up to the study to examine a document I've just discovered. I shall return shortly.
Do take your time, Inspector.
Indeed.
So, Thomas, what was your feelings about Florence's engagement?
My feelings? I love Florence. She's my sister, and I love Charles. I couldn't ask for a better match.
Calm down, Collymore. It's well known that you're overprotective of her.
Inspector. What do you mean?
Oh, look at it. Hello? It's for you.
Who the devil is it?
Your accountants.
At 11:30 in the evening? Yeah. Hand me the receiver. Thomas Collymore speaking. Yes, who's this? Discrepancies. Withdrawals. $9,000. 9,000 pounds missing from my... Perkins, get in here!
Sir?
My bank book, Perkins.
Checkbook, sir.
Thank you, Perkins.
And your pen, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. I'll have you know this telephone call has put me in a very difficult position. Now, I want your name. I'm going to give it to your superiors. Fitzroy. I'm going to write that down. Mr. Fitzroy. Mr. Fitzroy, you have caused me great pain. I did not authorize $9,000 to be missing, and I want you to find out who it was and call me back.
What is it?
9,000 pounds missing out of my private savings.
Good Lord.
You got that? Thank you. What a ghastly.
Thomas, I'm afraid I have a confession to make.
Hmm?
You see, Lawrence and I are having an affair.
What? You and my sister!
I'm not called for it!
You always were. You always were a snake in the grass, Cecil.
It's not what you think. We're in love.
My sister doesn't love you. How dare you lay a hand on her? Sleeping with your own brother's fiancée is disgusting. No wonder your father hated you.
Don't speak about my father, Collymore.
It's time for you to answer for your indiscretions. Draw your sword. On guard. You're no match for my skills, Cecil. It's hard to believe that you're Charles' brother. You're so pathetic.
Are you only supposed to wait for me? Whoa! Change! Slash!
Ah! 'Tis nothing!
Change! Have at you, Collymore!
Ah!
You've got a good parry.
Good parry? I'll show you good parry! I'll show you good parry!
Change! Slash! Disarm!
Slash!
Blood! Ah!
I don't need anything like this to kill a man like you, Haversham. It seems there's no mystery who killed your brother. It was you, in a vile fit of rage, a jealousy. You'll pay for putting your hands on my sister. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry.
Ah!
Bang! Bang!
Ah!
Gunshots in the library.
Good God, what's going on down there?
Inspector, where's the inspector?
Inspector, come down here, please, right now. There are gunshots. We're waiting for you.
I'll be right down, Perkins.
Something's been done.
He's on his way.
Perkins, great job. Good heavens, Inspector. I don't know how you stay so calm and collected in situations such as this.
It comes from years of experience.
Indeed.
Listen, we all have to stay together and keep an eye on one another now. Where's Miss Collymore?
Florence, get in here, Florence! Florence, you don't look like yourself.
Thomas, I'm frightened.
There, Florence. You stay next to me and nothing will happen.
What's happening, sir?
Isn't it obvious? Cecil has lost control.
Oh, no, not Kiesel.
He has murdered Charles in a fit of rage, and now he knows we found him out.
I cannot bear it. Kiesel would not do such a thing.
Try to relax, Miss Collymore.
Save me, brother. Oh, save me, brother.
Don't worry, sister. No one shall touch a hair on your head.
I'm panicking. I can't believe Kiesel, Cecil is doing this.
shed faint. Well, this is the devil of the situation.
Not so fast, Inspector. Inspector?
Everyone take cover! Cecil's crossing the landing! Quickly!
Perkins, where are those keys?
Quickly, Fergus! Before he bursts in! Oh!
Cecil's dead?
A double murder.
Good Lord!
On the lamb.
You're dead.
Gentlemen, if you would please take this body outside.
Cecil! No, no, no. I loved him. I loved him. I know it was wrong. I know I was engaged to Charles. Oh, but Cecil was my man. I was his.
This is the most unusual evening. 2 murders in one night.
How shall I go on? Sobs.
Never in my 20 years as an inspector have I had a night quite like this one.
Have you had like 1.5 murders in that?
What?
Well, you haven't seen 2 murders before. Have you had like 1.5 or like 1?
What is that half?
Stuck under a car or a horse? Oh, Inspector, my fiance and my lover killed on the same eve.
Now settle down, Miss Collymore.
I am having an episode, Inspector. I cannot help it.
Heavens!
Settle down, Miss Collymore.
Lawrence, control yourself, girl.
They're dead, they're gone, and they're never coming back.
Now, I won't stand for another one of your tantrums.
Get away from me, Thomas. You don't understand my grief.
Yeah, take another one of your pills.
No, not more pills.
Now, who could have... Who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
And it's one we must answer if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Yes, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else on the grounds other than the 4 of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of the staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Did anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
And one we must answer if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Yes, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone on the grounds tonight other than the 4 of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The other member of staff is Perkins. Good God,
Did anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector. I'm the only one with a master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Collymore.
One we need to answer if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Yes, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else on the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The other member of staff is Perkins. Good God.
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question.
One will need to answer if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Yes, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone else on the grounds tonight other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
Gardener left at 6. The other member of staff is Perkins. Good God, I needed that.
Anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question.
And one we need to answer if we're going to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Yes, Inspector.
Now tell me, was there anyone else on the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6. The only other member of staff is Perkins.
Did anyone else have any access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with a master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
No. Yes. No one. No one could have killed him except for the people in this room.
Good God, you're right. It's one of us.
This is a disaster. Blackout, intermission.
That was a good first act. Great. Man, they nailed it. Yes, it did. Yeah. I love the loop scene.
back for the second half. Now, you may have noticed that there were a few errors in the first half, I mean, just minor snags. I'm sure it was nothing you may have even noticed. And definitely nothing that was out of place in any theater production. No. And this certainly hasn't been the first act that Cornley Drama Society is seeing by any stretch.
I don't know, Chris, it's pretty bad. I mean, like, she's still unconscious back there. That's going to be a huge liability, and, I mean, the dog is, like...
Just last year, due to a casting error, Cornley Drama Society had to present Snow White and the Seven Tall Broad Gentlemen. Okay, and before we resume the production, one word of Health and Safety Administration. Please, anyone who consumed the salted nuts during intermission, please immediately seek medical attention. No, wait, sir, it's just a bit, it's a joke, sir. Now I present to you the thrilling conclusion of the murder at Haversham Manor.
What a disgraceful situation we have here. Let's recap what we know.
We know that Charles Haversham was murdered in his own private rooms right here on the night of his engagement party.
And we also know that his fiancée was having an affair with his own brother, Cecil. How could my sister behave in such a way?
Not now, Thomas. We know that he too was murdered on the same eve in cold blood.
But what we don't know is who committed the murder.
Oh, the tension in this house is... Oh, the tension in this house is... Well, it's tense.
How are you feeling now? And how are you feeling now, of course?
I'm good.
That's dreadful.
Oh, dreadful, yes. I want to die.
That's the spirit, Florence.
Miss Collmore, now I must ask you an important question. Where were you when the murder was committed?
I was on the floor with a mustache.
That makes perfect sense. So was I.
Kiss me 1,000 times, I'm yours.
Of course, Florence, that's what brothers are for.
Oh, God.
What a ghastly evening. This is the worst night in all my 8 years of service.
It's not over.
Study to Collymore? Are you there, Collymore?
Yes, Inspector.
Thomas, if you would please come up to the study, I have something that I'd like to speak to you about.
Yes, Inspector.
Ah, Thomas, there you are.
Yes, Inspector.
I must speak with you.
Yes, Inspector.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Most comfortably, Inspector.
Now you see here,
What do you have there?
I found the murder weapon in the library that killed Cecil Haversham.
This killed Cecil?
Yes, I found it in the library, muzzle warm and the barrel still smoking.
Well, who shot him?
Well, that's a good question, Thomas. Why don't we talk about it? I thought we were friends.
Why would I kill... I didn't kill Cecil. I was in the kitchen getting refreshments for my sister. Lying? Oh no, page Ron. I don't know what page we're on. But why would I want to kill Cecil? He was my oldest friend's younger brother.
Well, you know, Collymore, we all know that you are a jealous man, fiercely protective of your sister.
Protected? I always just want Florence to be happy.
Yes, but you killed Cecil Haversham tonight in cold blood, and you know that wasn't the plan.
Who the devil could that be?
I don't know.
You're probably right, Miss Collins. Because when I got out of harm's way, Charles had a secret passageway built behind the bookcase. Come with me. Step back, I'll open it up and let you in. Step inside, Miss Collymore. Where'd you go? Miss Collymore? Inside. Miss Collymore. Miss Collymore. You're going to be safe inside. Arthur, the gardener, what are you doing here?
I was gardening right in the grounds when I got caught up in the storm and couldn't make it to the gates.
Do come inside, Arthur. You would not believe what a ghastly evening this has been.
How do you mean? What was it? Down to the kids' lunch.
Mr. Haversham was murdered tonight,
Mr. Haversham? Surely you don't mean Charles Haversham?
and his brother Cecil killed in cold blood.
Yes, well, that explains this strange goings-ons I've seen around the grounds this evening.
Strange goes on.
The windows in the room looked into the forest, and there was a mysterious figure there. And beneath the window, Winston found this. A lace handkerchief. And you could tell by the shape of the mark that it was used above the body.
And it has quite a distinctive scent.
Yes.
Cyanide.
But precisely. Cyanide! And also, bears upon it the initials MC.
Lawrence Collymore.
Indeed.
Now, Thomas, there's something else I want to show you.
Well, what is it, Inspector? What is it, Inspector?
It's a new will, written by Charles Haversham, and only updated today.
Who's the new beneficiary? Who's the new beneficiary? Good Lord!
That's right.
He gave it all to Perkins?
Arthur, are you insinuating that Florence broke into Charles's private house tonight?
Lawrence Collymore is a murderer.
It's broken.
Florence Collymore, get in here now. Miss Collymore, you killed Charles, and we have the evidence to prove it.
How dare you, Perkins?
Hold your tongue. We all know what you've done.
Now, Thomas, we must go down and confront Perkins immediately. Get in the elevator.
Yes, Inspector.
Let's take the stairs.
After you.
forgotten. We all know what we've done.
Can you please control your dog?
Whoa, whoa!
Winston. The inspector's here to help us.
I'm sorry about Winston, but they're all put him outside.
Arthur the gardener, I presume?
Yep, I'm the longest ever member of staff here at Haversham Manor.
Arthur's been working with Mr. Haversham for 90 years.
9?
99 years.
What a dedicated man.
Looks like young man!
Now, Arthur, what have you been doing skulking around the grounds all night? Don't you know 2 murders have happened?
Well, see, Inspector, I found a clue that was supposed to close this case.
A handkerchief?
Monogrammed.
And stained with cyanide!
Cyanide. Very well. I must examine this new clue in much greater detail. Thomas, could you fetch me my magnifying glass?
At once, Inspector. Your magnifying glass, sir.
Thank you, Thomas.
But Inspector, there's something about the handkerchief that... Oh, ring.
Oh, ring. I'll get it. Hello? Yeah. It's for you, Thomas.
Who the devil is it, Arthur?
Mr. Fitzroy, sir.
Hand me the receiver, Arthur. Hello, Fitzroy? Yes. This is a much more convenient time, yes. Another transaction. A one-way ticket to Dover. I didn't authorize anything. Hello, Fitzroy? Fitzroy, are you there? Hello? There you are, Fitzroy. You have no idea how much pain you've caused me. I have not authorized any £9,000 transactions. I didn't buy a ticket to Dover. I'm going to hang up this phone immediately.
But Inspector, there's something about the handkerchief which is not detected.
I shall check my bank records. Excuse me. Excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
And what is that, Perkins?
That handkerchief bears the initials F.
This is going quite well.
Lawrence Collingwood is the murderer, Inspector.
Damn it.
Me? The murderer? How can you?
Well, of course it's you, Mrs. Collymore. It's plain for us all to see. You murdered Charles, a man who in your own letter you admitted you despised. And then you planned that you and Cecil could run away together.
Not my bank record.
Again?
She's having an episode.
Now, Miss Collymore, we know that you're the killer. Now, there's no need to protest. Florence, we know that it was you. There's no need to protest, Florence. We know that it was you.
I am no murderer.
Florence, you've changed.
I'm not a murderer. It's true.
You killed him.
How do we know that you're not a murderer, Miss Collymore, unless I could clear your name if I go and examine the body in the servants' quarters once more for traces of cyanide?
It's a good idea, Inspector.
Perkins, Thomas, show me the way to the servants' quarters.
Yes.
Arthur, you stay here and keep an eye on Miss Collymore.
Arthur, you've known me for years. Surely you believe I would never do something like this.
Actually, Florence, it is I who discovered you to be the guilty party.
Oh, Arthur, how can you? Please, you must protect me from these fiends. I'll do anything to win your trust.
Stay away from me, Miss Collymore.
Arthur, I've seen the way you look at me in the grounds. seen before, how you look at me, and you said how great. You said before how radiant I look as I walk across the gardens. Oh, Arthur, protect me. I'll do what you do.
You are a murderer and a seductress, and I shall not be seduced.
But Arthur, how can you resist me? I'm a beautiful woman.
Perhaps it is true that I've admired you.
You can't pretend your feelings aren't real.
Just said they are.
Well, then kiss me, Arthur.
What's going on? What's going on?
I can explain. I don't think you can.
Miss Collymore in Arthur's arms?
The second affair?
All these crazy accusations, I feel dizzy and I feel faint.
Now settle down, Miss Collymore.
Where's the medication?
Blast, I've left it in the study. I'll get it. Excuse me.
Now, settle down, Miss Collymore. I don't want you having one of your episodes.
Try not to.
Miss Collymore, you are a vile murderer.
And to think we took you in.
I have let my master down tonight.
Oh, Inspector, all these awful accusations. I feel like I'm about to have one of my trademark episodes. Episode.
Now, where is that medication? If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
Come now, Miss Collymore. We know you're the murderer.
I am not, Inspector.
Yes, you are, Miss Collymore.
Oh, Inspector, I can't take it anymore. I shall faint.
She's fainted.
It's all become too much for her.
Oh, come, let's lay her on the shades. There, Florence.
I found her medication. What happened?
Florence is fainting.
It's all become too much for her.
I shall wake her. She's out cold.
Now, Arthur, is this the person that you saw outside the window?
I cannot tell. Would you believe more were hands from her face?
Indeed, Arthur. The figure you did see was a man. You were taken in by a handkerchief planted outside of the window, just as we all were. When it turns out that the true one motivated for murder was Perkins.
Me, Inspector?
Only today, Charles updated his will to include you. You had the motive for murder. Now, while Florence and Cecil may have had the motive to murder, to get Charles out of the way so that they could be married, you were bound to inherit the entire manor thanks to Charles's new will.
This is all a mistake.
We're taking you off to the police station. Thomas, handcuff him to the table. I don't want him running away before we have a chance to drive him there.
It's not true, I tell you.
What happened? I must have fainted. Curse my delicate tongue.
What happened? I must have fainted.
You did
Curse my delicate constitution.
You did faint, Florence. And while you were out, we found out that Perkins was the murderer.
It's not true. I'm telling you, I did not kill Charles. But I know who did.
Then who?
And who?
Where'd he go? Inspector Carter.
Poppycock!
What on earth?
You did it because you found out Charles found out about the money, his money, that you were embezzling.
Nonsense.
Charles found out that the reason no arrests had been made in that case, the one that you two worked together on a fraud investigation on, was because you committed a crime. You were the okay. The perpetrator. You were the perpetrator.
You can't prove it.
But Charlie could, and that's why you killed him.
I know your secret, Inspector. What will you do? Kill me too?
I will kill you.
What a devil of a situation this is!
Now?
Ah, get out of here!
Not so fast, Inspector! Charlie, I thought you were dead.
I thought I killed you, Charles.
Well, I'm afraid you couldn't kill me that easily, Inspector.
But how did you
I
survive?
simply didn't drink the poison sherry you set out for me this evening. Charlie, this is all more than I can bear. Ever since we last spoke at the police station, it was clear you knew I was onto you. Then I was afraid that you might try to kill me. I've had my guard up for months, and tonight you fell into my trap.
It was you that I saw. You were the mysterious figure.
I thought it was strange. Would you get out of here? I've had enough of you. No! I thought it was strange that you were able to get here so quickly and in such terrible weather.
You were hiding out on the grounds this afternoon after you planted the poison.
As for the handkerchief, with the initials FC, you should ask Inspector Carter, or should I say Inspector Frederick Carter?
FC!
The same initials!
Precisely. And after you committed the crime, you found the will and then tried to pin the whole thing on me.
You damned crafty
You damned crafty devil.
crafty indeed. Perkins here is as innocent as I am. Remove those handcuffs this instant.
At once, Charles, I have the keys.
Drop the gun, Inspector.
Well, I did come here to kill you. I did come here to kill you tonight, Charles, and I might as well finish the job.
It's over, Inspector. I have all the evidence I need upstairs in the safe in my study. Fetch the papers, Perkins.
witnesses.
Don't think I wouldn't do it, Carter. You tried to kill me, I wouldn't do it to you.
Please, Inspector, you're frightening me.
Please, Inspector, you're frightening me.
You ought to be frightened.
Arthur, take the gun and hold everyone in this room. I'll send a wire to the local police.
Yes, sir.
You monster!
You tried to...
You tried to kill Charles and you killed Cecil. How could you?
Get over.
You have no proof. All right, maybe I did try to kill Charles, but I couldn't have done it without the help of my accomplice, Thomas Collymore.
It's true. It's true. That was his accomplice. But if you think I'm going down for this, you're crazy. Charlie's locked the door. We're trapped.
We can escape through the elevator, down the east staircase.
After you. That door open.
Get away from the elevator, you two! Winston, get him, boy!
Get rid of that dog.
Now to save
Yeah,
Winston.
Winston.
For the rest.
Quickly! Collymore, through the study!
Out of my way, Charles.
Yes, you want to spend your life in prison?
I'm trying to keep up that. Hold me now.
Thank you, Perkins.
I should have laid you down, Charlie.
Library?
At once, sir.
We're trapped!
Brother, I'm surprised at you.
Brother! I'm surprised at you. I don't know what you've become.
I'm so ashamed. Carter and I figured out how to steal the money easily. He had access to the police sundry accounts, and I could move the money securely and keep it safe. That is, until this morning. Line?
Never doing another show again, Chris.
I'm never doing another show again. Oh, yes. As for Cecil, he was just a crime of passion, that's all.
Now I hold in my hand a written list of every fraudulent transaction Thomas Collymore and Inspector Carter have made. No,
This can't be true. I can't...
I can't believe it. Florence, your sordid affair made me sick. It broke my heart.
Charles! Look at the way you used to look at me!
Come in, Dennis. Your glasses, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Get the door, Perkins.
Thank you, sir.
That'll be the police to arrest you both. Charles! Silence, Florence. You mean nothing to me now. This is the worst night of my life.
This is the worst night of my life!
I think this is the worst night of all of our lives.
Thomas, Carter had you fooled.
What's that?
He never intended to share the money with you. Allow me to summarize.
What's she talking about?
Inspector
I
Carter.
love you, Charlie!
Inspector Carter knew that I had figured out you and he were both investing police money, so he hatched a plan to kill me by planting cyanide in my sherry for me to drink. Charlie, I've still got the ring. We can make it work. Then, mistaking me believing I was dead, he tried to pin my murder on Cecil and Florence for their affair. Then Thomas blundered and shot Cecil, and you tried to pin my murder on Perkins after finding my will in the ledger.
Take your wham and get off of my stage.
The inspector allows you to take all the risk and intended to me giving you nothing. Isn't that right, Carter?
It's true. I went to the bank this morning, I forged your name, and I withdrew every cent. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for the fact that your accountant caught on so fast and called you so quickly.
You rogue! I trusted you! But that'll be the last thing that you've ever done.
Bang!
Myself in the foot.
Officers are waiting in the hall, sir.
Thank you, Curtis. Could you please escort Miss Collymore downstairs? I wish to speak with Thomas alone.
Yes, sir.
Thomas, you're not the man I knew when you came. You've been reading. Chris, you're dead. Downstairs, Florence, downstairs. Thomas, you're not the man I knew when you came. You've become greedy and jealous.
I'm sorry, Charles, but my nerves are shreds.
There's a glass of sherry by the piano.
Thank you, Charles. Always a kind host.
Drink it up, please.
Most kind.
Now tell me, Thomas, one more thing.
What's that, Charles? I'll tell no more lies.
The glass of poisoned sherry you said after we this evening. What do you suppose I did with it?
I don't know. Wait. What? What do you mean? Charles, no. Charles, no. Fine.
Just die already.
Just die. How dare you?
You would die.
Oh, how I wish this ended differently. Thomas, your lies and deceits have led you inexorably to this end. If men allow their conscience to be governed by avarice, then death and destruction shall prevail. Betrayed by my brother, cuckolded by my fiancé, and almost murdered by my oldest friend. Let us hope